Did you know that the first 5 minutes of your day can change your entire reality? How you wake up and the first thoughts you allow define your vibration, your energy, and everything you attract throughout the day. In this transformative video, you'll discover what science reveals about practicing morning gratitude, how gratitude changes your brain, mood, and vibrational field, a simple step-by-step guide to starting the day with power and presence, phrases and affirmations to activate manifestation, right from wake up, how to maintain a state of gratitude, even on difficult days, how gratitude heals deep emotions and creates a new identity of abundance. If you want more peace, more clarity, more confidence, and a meaningful life, this video is for you. Start tomorrow differently. Choose gratitude. There is a moment in the day when everything is quieter. The world hasn't started to run yet. The cell phone hasn't vibrated yet. And you, for a few minutes, are exactly between what was and what will still be. It is there, between the last breath of sleep and the first thought of the day, that one of the greatest powers of the human mind resides: the power of morning gratitude. Many people believe that gratitude is a feeling that appears after something good happens, but the truth is the opposite. Gratitude is not a consequence. It is the gateway, a field of vibration that shapes how your day goes, how people react to you, how money moves, how dates flow or crash. And that's not pretty talk, it's science. Researchers at the University of California, under the leadership of psychologist Robert Emmons, have studied for more than 20 years the effects of gratitude on the human brain. They found that people who intentionally practice gratitude in the morning activate specific regions of the brain linked to the release of dopamine and serotonin, the same neurotransmitters that promote pleasure, confidence, and clarity. More than that, daily gratitude reinforces neuroplasticity. In other words, the brain begins to reconfigure its neural pathways, creating an emotional pattern that recognizes opportunities more easily, responds better to stress, and consistently attracts more positive experiences. Now imagine starting the day with that. Imagine opening your eyes and, before any thought of worry, task, or demand, connect with a frequency that already says, "I am grateful for what already is and for everything that is coming." What happens when you do this? You change frequency, change energy, change your posture. And without realizing it, he begins to change everything that enters his life. This is exactly why many people who start practicing morning gratitude say that things have started to work out. Not because the world has changed, but because they have begun to emit a vibration that is more consistent with what they wish to receive. And this coherence is everything in the universe of manifestation. With the first 5 minutes of your day, create your reality. Have you ever noticed how, when the day starts wrong, everything seems to fall out of place? You miss the time, you drop the coffee, you arrive late, you forget what you were going to say, and you feel like you're chasing something all the time. Now stop and think. What happened in the first minutes of your day? What was your first thought when you woke up? Most of the time, this thought is loaded with automatic worry, obligation, fear, demand. And it is this kind of thinking that sets the tone for the vibration that you carry for the next few hours. But when you decide to start the day with gratitude, something moves. It's as if your mind breathes before diving into the world. As if your heart aligns with a broader, lighter, more magnetic energy. And science shows that this is not subjective. Neuroscientists at Columbia University have recorded that the simple act of giving thanks, even mentally, activates the left prefrontal cortex, a region responsible for decision-making, empathy, and motivation. In other words, morning gratitude doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you think, decide, and act. And that's where the real manifestation begins. Because what you manifest is not just what you desire, it is what you constantly vibrate, think, and feel. And this almost always starts with the first words you say to yourself when you wake up. The body listens to what the heart feels. When you feel deep gratitude, the body reacts. The heart slows down, breathing adjusts, muscle tension decreases. Studies by the HeartMath Institute in the United States show that emotional states such as gratitude generate cardiac coherence, a state in which the heart and brain are in sync. This synchrony does not only generate well-being, It directly influences the electromagnetic field around it. Yes, your heart emits a field that can be measured up to 3 meters away from your body, and this field changes according to how you feel. When you wake up and connect with gratitude, you emit a signal of abundance, even before it appears. And most fascinatingly, the universe responds to this signal. How? With meetings that make sense, with messages that arrive at the right time, with people who approach, with ideas that previously seemed blocked, with paths that once seemed closed. Because when you vibrate as if you have already received, the universe understands that you are ready to truly receive. Oh, the gratitude is a choice, not a consequence. Maybe you're going through a tough time. There may not be so many clear reasons to be thankful right when you wake up. But this is precisely where gratitude becomes most powerful, because it does not depend on circumstances. It is a workout, a gesture, a silent command that says, even if I still don't see the result, I choose to trust life. And this gesture changes everything, because gratitude does not wait. She anticipates. She creates. It prepares the ground for the seeds of manifestation to blossom with more strength, more beauty, more speed. It doesn't matter how your day was yesterday. What matters is how you get today's. Now that you understand the power of morning gratitude, it's time to make it happen. Because knowing doesn't change anything. What changes is doing, feeling, and repeating. Gratitude, when practiced in the first few minutes of the day, reconfigures your vibrational field from the inside out. And for that, you don't need any complex rituals, nor hours of meditation. You just need intention and constancy. Next, you will learn a simple method, which can be done in less than 5 minutes right after waking up, still with your eyes closed, still with your body in bed. A method divided into 3 stages that activate your brain, your heart, and your vibration. 3 doors that, when opened every day, create a silent and powerful pathway to conscious manifestation. Step 1. The silence that sets the stage before any thought, before you touch your cell phone, before you even open your eyes. Stop. Take a deep breath. Let the body realize that it is alive. Feel the air coming in. Feel your chest rising. 3 conscious breaths are enough to change your physical and mental state. With every breath, think, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm grateful for this moment. You may not feel anything extraordinary in the first few seconds, but the body feels it, and the body responds. The heart slows down. The mind opens. The field is getting ready. This is the moment where the mind is still between the conscious and the subconscious. That's where reprogramming happens most strongly. Step 2, the 3 intentional gratitude statements. With your eyes still closed, say mentally, or in a low voice, if you prefer, 3 phrases of conscious gratitude. But be careful. These phrases are not lists of good things. They are energetic anchors. They activate the right feeling at the right frequency with words that touch your nervous system and your vibration. Here are some powerful examples. 1. I am grateful for the life that pulsates in me. Even without knowing what the day will bring, I choose to trust. 2. I'm grateful for the unseen opportunities that are already on the way. 3. I'm grateful for everything that hasn't arrived yet, but it already vibrates with me. You can create your own sentences, as long as they are present, emotional, and affirming. No, I want, or one day I will. Gratitude is the vibration of presence. It's as if you were saying to the universe, it's already done, and I recognize it now. If you are going through a difficult time, here are 3 phrases specially designed for these days. 1. Even with pain, I choose to find a point of peace within myself. 2. Even with uncertainty, I am grateful for the strength that still keeps me standing. 3. Even though I'm afraid, I trust that I'm being guided to something bigger. These statements have power not because they deny the pain, but because they resignify what is happening. They take you out of the vibration of despair and into the vibration of active acceptance, where manifestation begins to take shape. Step 3. The sacred writing, 3 lines to change your destiny. After getting up, prepare a simple space, a notebook, a pen, and 2 minutes of silence. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today, but write with presence, with truth. Don't write as a task. Write as someone who is talking to the universe, delivering a code, sealing an intention. Real-world examples. Today, I am grateful for the cup of hot coffee that greeted me with silence. Today, I am grateful for my body, even tired, that still carries me. Today, I am grateful for the message I received last night. She touched me more than I expected. These simple moments, when truly acknowledged, have the power to anchor your vibration in abundance. And if you want to go further, also write, "Today, I choose to receive with lightness everything that the universe has prepared for me." This final sentence works as a key, a release of control, an energetic authorization that says, "I am open to the new, and I thank you before I even know what will come." Gratitude is a ritual of reconnection. You don't have to feel something magical every day. Not every day will be the same. There will be more difficult mornings. There will be days when the mind will scream louder, and that's okay. The important thing is to continue, because the practice of morning gratitude is not a ritual to change the outside world. It's a ritual to change the way you place yourself in the world. And when you change inside, the world outside starts to organize itself more fluidly. You will notice people treat you differently. Situations are resolved more lightly. Ideas appear at the right time. And the feeling of scarcity is dissolving like fog in the morning sun. All this is not magic. It is vibrational coherence. There are days when nothing seems to make sense, in which the body wakes up heavy, the mind racing and the heart restless. Days when hope seems like a distant concept and gratitude an unattainable luxury. But it is precisely on these days that gratitude reveals itself as what it truly is, a tool for healing, not euphoria. Because real gratitude is not made for perfect days. It is made for human days. For the mornings when you take a deep breath and say, "Even though I don't understand, I choose to be grateful." And it is in this choice that something is transformed. Science calls this emotional reconsolidation. The ability we have to rewrite memories and internal states through the conscious activation of positive emotions. And among all the emotions studied, gratitude is the one that most quickly interrupts the cycle of fear, resentment, and self-punishment. Gratitude on gray days. How to access it. When pain speaks louder, you don't have to pretend that everything is fine. Gratitude is not denial. It is breathing. And it all starts with a silent question. What is still inside me that deserves to be recognized with affection? Maybe it's not a great feat. Maybe it's not a result. Maybe it's just the fact that you're here, with your heart pounding, intent on trying one more time. And that, in itself, is already sacred. On these days, the practice can be even simpler. 1. Place your hand on your chest. 2. Breathe 3 times. 3. And say quietly, "I'm grateful I'm still here. I'm grateful I didn't give up. I'm grateful to know that this too shall pass." This kind of gratitude is crude, imperfect, but it's real. And the universe responds to what is true, even if it's fragile, even if it comes through tears. Gratitude as vibrational realignment. Many people try to manifest their desires based on urgency, haste, lack. But the universe does not respond to the need. It responds to coherence. And there is no vibration more coherent than that of someone who says, "I already recognize what I have, and because of that, I'm ready for more." That's the vibrational signature of morning gratitude. It does not depend on results. She does not expect certainties. It only activates the vibration of the already is. And in this vibration, you stop asking and start receiving. And the identity of those who live in gratitude. After a few weeks of practicing gratitude upon awakening, something begins to change. But it's not just mood, disposition, or motivation. It is deeper. You start to become someone who thinks differently. You respond better to traffic, to the news, to challenges. You stop seeing problems as punishment and start seeing them as messages. Gratitude, when it becomes a habit, creates a new emotional identity. And it is this identity that manifests with consistency, with lightness, with silent strength. Because you stop fighting to have. And in that recognition, the universe moves. Aberdal, the one last practice before closing. If you've made it this far, take a minute. Now, close your eyes for a moment and say with your mind, body, and heart, I am grateful for everything that has brought me here. I am grateful for what I am, even under construction. And I'm grateful for what's coming, even if I don't know what it is. Let this vibration occupy your body for a few seconds. It is not necessary to understand. Just feel it. This is the state of delivery, the state of trust, the state of the demonstration. You don't have to control the whole day. All you have to do is choose how you are going to start. And if that beginning is with gratitude, everything that comes after will be received by someone who is whole, someone who is present, someone who has already understood that living is more than conquering. It is to recognize. It's to be grateful. It is allowing.